Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting. I should have all this ready before I start a video. To another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Oh my goodness. Maggie got out for 2 hours,
Ugh, maybe three.
maybe three. Well, yeah, I looked on the post how long ago it was
Oh.
when I posted. Yeah, so, well,
Well, she shot out the door when the pizza man, delivery man came.
yeah, thanks to a friend of ours, we got a pizza. And you know what I realized? I really wanted the Coke more than I wanted the pizza, but that's John. I put catnip out, so they're
Try to calm him down a little bit.
yeah, because they're Maggie comes in and Simba, the neighbor's cat, was trying to
Aggravating her.
yeah, and
I think
anyway,
Maggie is big enough to beat him up.
maybe, but
At least fight him.
yeah,
John is definitely bigger now.
yeah. I mean, I think
And he's younger.
yeah, I think she was keeping him at bay, but anyway, so oh my goodness, Keene, what is going on?
It's the kids, the college kids.
Yeah. So
They even flipped over a car.
they flipped over a car,
Set bonfires.
set bonfires,
And 30 were injured at least.
at least 30 injured, rubber bullets,
Pellet, gas and tear gas.
tear gas,
And,
the Bearcat. Now I think the Bearcat was a little much, but
well, gotta scare what out of them.
yeah. And we were
Badger
driving down one of these side roads, and this one punk kid just gets in the middle of the road, and I'm like, hey, there's no room for me to move, so I get on the horn, and he doesn't move, and then this cop who's behind us turns his lights on, and then the kid's like, oh well, maybe I should get out of the
Yeah,
road.
and then one of the guys off to the side gets smart with me and decides to flip me off. I almost took something to his head.
Oops.
He almost got shot.
See, I had that with us. Can you see it? All right, I'm looking at an angle, so I can't. There you go. I had that with us, and actually, I had a shirt on out there. It's too cold. It's not cold, but it's too cold to go without a shirt. But my goodness, a state police helicopter
Flying over.
flying around. They got on the loudspeaker on the helicopter. Yeah, get inside. We're gonna start arresting you.
Yeah, one lady told me that if they don't, told them that she heard them say if they don't go home, they're going to get arrested. Well, good. You know,
And of course,
they won't listen.
yeah, and of course, I mean,
Rats.
I wanted to see the pumpkins. They were already taking the pumpkins away.
Yeah, they already took it down, the big stand.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, jeez. I was hoping maybe we'd see our pumpkins.
No. I
Um,
think they have to be reserved to get on the big stand.
well, I mean, I thought
No, but I
somewhere
mean,
around there we'd see them.
it has to be reserved to get on the big stand. You have to reserve a spot for it.
Yeah, so, oh goodness. Well, so my wife is starting to feel lucky, 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 lucky. Right here, lucky.
He's being stubborn.
So my wife is starting to feel better, and we have some good news from the doctor. I already talked about that, but we'll see what's going to happen, and maybe I can take that EMT course after all. We'll see. Um, we will see. We still have to, I mean, I'm not going to do it there's until I'm more comfortable with how she's doing. And then, okay, you two. Oh, John's trying to play. So, So maybe hey, maybe this has used up all that. So maybe maybe I can take it. Um, hey Maggie, here's Maggie over here. But we'll see. Let's see what options I have in the way of where I can take the classes. Keene State offers.
Right, I wouldn't go near Keene State.
Yeah, Keene State offers. They have two classes. You have to take them consecutively. I just transfer whatever credits I have from back in Texas. Not sure if the credits that I have would necessarily apply to an
Fresh
EMT
Maggie.
course because I would consider an EMT course to be more of a vocational course, and my classes were academic. So I don't know. And I'm not going to do it for a degree because I couldn't do the English and all
I
that.
wonder if you took biology, if that would help.
That might.
Because that could count.
And I took botany, but I didn't finish that semester. But I didn't take, I mean, I purposely took botany instead of regular biology. So, you know, I had my reasons, still do. But,
You probably have to know anatomy and physiology, too.
yeah, human anatomy and physiology. Yeah. So, um, okay, this thing keeps freezing up. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to run a scan or something. But anyway, so yeah, you're gonna riot. But I'm still using the on-screen keyboard, which is
Slow.
yeah, very slow. But anyway, so and next month we're gonna send pictures out, wedding pictures out, and it was a basset hound that got the last picture.
French.
French, yeah.
He was born, what was that, on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And he had like a 30% chance of survival or
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the thing about
But he wasn't a Grinch. He was a nice dog.
Oh yeah, he was very nice. The thing about open carry is nobody.
Nobody fucks with him.
Well, that's true, but nobody really pays attention to it. And as we were leaving, we just went up to the common and then went back to the car. But this guy and his girlfriend or I guess it's his girlfriend and their dog Grinch was actually very nice. Um, he said, "Oh, he saw that I was carrying a gun, and he's like, oh well, that'll keep you safe." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, maybe I should carry my AR, but I probably get in trouble for that." No, I've carried my AR before.
Some of these damn knuckleheads need a shot in the ass.
Yeah.
What I do with them.
Yeah, some of them do. So, um, anyway, I just the thing if
Oh,
I
John.
if I took this EMT class and let's say I were to take it at Keene State, first of all, I don't want to be around all those kids.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I have been an older student in college, and I felt so
Out of place.
exactly. So,
Kind of want to whop them.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, like it's like they have all this stuff going on. They're doing things, and it's like, I'm like, I want to be a part of this of things, but I don't fit in, and I don't want to be a part of what is going on. So,
Wow.
um,
Johnny boy.
I see Maggie back
Yeah,
there.
we put you outside. I think you'd whack Simba around.
Yeah,
Or around.
but and then I did look. There's the State Technical Institute, but that's in Concord. and that's a 2-year EMT program. But there are positives to that because you actually don't just get your EMTB, your EMT basic. You actually go through like the whole thing to become a paramedic. But that's in Concord. I'm not. First of all, I'm not driving to Concord every day.
No.
Don't think I even could, and then drive back. I'd have no study time. I would have no, and we're not moving to Concord.
That's what we heard recently. Was that the woman house got broken into? That, well, we were watching news last night.
So
I guess I pay more attention than you are.
Yeah, probably. So I mean, I'm gonna see if River Valley Community College, see if they. I don't think they do. I think I've already looked. If they do, I don't think they offer it down here.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Sometimes the Red Cross will offer the EMT program, but I can't find any listing for this area of an EMT program through the Red Cross. They have other classes, but I need to actually do my CPR first. Um, and I think some things that I do know or that I did know that I have learned will come back to me. As in college, I took what was it? First aid, health, and safety, because it was worth 3 credits, and I only needed 2 PE credits. So I thought, well, I'm going to take this class. I'm going to, take 1 PE class instead of having to take 2. Well, I didn't understand that they had to be activity classes. I don't know if I ever got my activity PE credits. I took fencing. I took physical conditioning. Neither of those 2 classes I could take them, but I wouldn't be able to complete them today. I could take, what is that? They offered a class at San Antonio College. What was it? Oh, I forget what it's called. Anyway, it was for people with physical disabilities. They could take physical conditioning, but it was done in a way that they could complete it. But anyway, I can guarantee you that I am seriously lacking in a number of academic areas. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, another option is to contact the State Rehabilitation Commission, which they already have a lot of my paperwork because I've already been testing. I started that process at one point, but see if they'd be willing to, pay for my training. And I need to go over here and talk to the local ambulance or town ambulance, which I've been liking a lot of um, fire and rescue pages on Facebook.
My leg is cramping up.
I can see it doing it.
My right leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the calf getting.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm like.
I'm just sitting in my chair and my leg is cramping up and going crazy.
This is why I'm so.
Ugh.
This is why I don't want to do it right now. What if I'm not here and she falls? And, and hurts herself. And I get back to her 3 hours later, and that's not going to be good. So it's so confusing. I mean,
maybe I should get one of those alert things. Don't they have them at
medical
Walmart now?
alert,
Medical alert.
That's a good idea.
It might be expensive, but
If it would help you though. So this is. I mean, you just saw. Well, you didn't see, but you heard. I mean, what if something happens? I'm not willing to.
I just keep my phone with me.
I'm not willing to put her at risk. It's just.
I mean, all I have to do is yank the phone over.
So I don't know. Maggie's eating Lucky's food.
Well, at least she's eating.
And she hasn't been throwing up, which is good. I mean, she has, but not as much as she used to. But Lucky eats their food. So,
so remember, the people that had her said she did best on kitten food.
Yeah, that's what we got them.
Well, I think canned is what she needs. Canned kitten food. It's easier for her to digest because she eats most of the gravy.
Yeah. Well, she has some meat on her finally, but hopefully she didn't get pregnant out there.
Well, Simba didn't do it because
he's fixed. Yeah.
He ain't that way anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, so.
I think most of the cats around here are fixed.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I mean, this.
We'll just send John out and let him clobber Simba.
He's about to jump up there.
John.
See, I would hate being on campus. If I took the classes at Keene State, I would hate being on campus and this kind of nonsense start.
Go, baby.
What would I do?
Go.
What would I do?
There you go, baby.
I'm not going to lock myself in one of the buildings. I'm just going to walk through it, and then I'm going to get shot by a plastic bullet. I'm like,
which is wrong.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get out of there. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Concord's out of the question. Keene State's a possibility. But since we're on housing, I don't think I'm allowed to go to Keene State. But if I go through the rehabilitation thing, then they might be able to get me a waiver or something. But we'll see what happens.